Another gorgeous day, but it was just way too hot at Old Market Stage, Joff, and that cell and those cell clothes. So I dragged you over here to the MTC main stage, and well, this is where you need to be to find out where the shows are.
Yeah, you look around and you see posters for probably most of the 139 shows here. So, you know, it's kind of a stop to figure out what's actually going on. Besides, of course, tuning into Shaw to figure out what's going on.
Exactly. And it's the only time of the year when people do not get fined for putting on posters on public property. So I think that's very cool.
Yeah, it really brightens the place up, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I think they should just leave it.
Yeah, why not?
Anyways, we're heading into a huge weekend of the Fringe. Well, especially for you.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a whack load of plays for you to see. And we're going to start off with the theme, music and laughter.
Yeah, music, laughter, and sex. These are three things that the Fringe is really all about. So we'll talk about all of them today.
Oh, yay.
Okay, well, let's start with something just for laughs. Coming highly recommended from the CBC reviewing team is a show called On Second Thought. This is presented by a man named Paul Hutchison. He does storytelling, kind of comedy, but very, very funny. I actually saw him the other day doing his promotional bit on the free stage at Old Market Square, and all he did to promote his show was break into dance, which was already funny. So I think if you go to the show and actually see the stories, you'll be very entertained by Paul Hutchison in On Second Thought.
And speaking of dance, no way does he dance as well as Dancing with the Stars.
Probably not quite like Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, all right.
Maybe not. I don't think any stars he's dancing with, but I think lots of laughs in On Second Thought.
All right then. Okay, are we continuing on with laughter or music?
Yeah, let's talk about another show that's also very funny. Who's Afraid of Tippi Seagram? Now, this is performed by a woman named Colette Kendall. She was here last year with another show, also featuring the same character, Tippi Seagram. Now, Tippi Seagram is this kind of fading Hollywood starlet who comes on and is kind of, everything is, oh, darlings. You know, it's very Hollywood, but she skewers absolutely everybody and quite mercilessly. It's a little bit raunchy, maybe one you don't want to take the kids to, but also very, very funny. And apparently she's planning to do a third Tippi Seagram show, so there's something to look forward to. But for right now, you should definitely check out Who's Afraid of Tippi Seagram. Next chance to see that, by the way, is Sunday at 7:45.
It almost reminds me of like a Joan Collins kind of, or a Joan Rivers kind of act, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. You could see her on the red carpet before the Oscars, eh?
Bad. Okay, well, and surprise, I have a little surprise for you. Speaking of music, I recommend The Awkwards. The show's called Love, Love, Love. And basically it's love songs. The female sings in French and her male counterpart sort of translates in deadpan English. But it's very, very funny, and they're brilliant, The Awkwards.
Oh, right on. And they've come over from the UK, right?
Yes, that's right. Their second time here, and they are at Ragpickers upstairs.
Yeah, so a tiny venue, so that's one you should probably, I imagine, grab tickets for early, because that is a pretty small space.
Yeah, pretty small space. It's hot. Bring something, bring a fan. There's no air conditioning. And actually, maybe a big recommendation this weekend is find a venue that has air conditioning.
It's worth looking for them. They're out there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. I want to go to sex.
Yeah, okay, well, let's talk about some of the sex shows then. There's no shortage at the Fringe. I'm going to try to keep this clean. Tell you who doesn't keep it clean is Penny Ashton in a show called Hot Pink Bits. So this is a show that really is all about sex. It promises lots of audience interaction, which is certainly there. The audience will have to get involved. So now that means a lot of this depends a little bit on the audience you see it with. I gotta confess, the show that I saw, the audience was not quite jumping into it, and it didn't totally sell it for me. I found parts of it actually to be a little bit awkward. And sometimes actually I found it a little bit dull, which is a real problem if you're doing a show about sex. But at the same time, there's something out there for everybody, and so if you are looking for that sex show and you aren't afraid of the audience interaction, you might want to check out Hot Pink Bits. Next chances to see that are Saturday night at 9:30 or Monday at 6 o'clock.
Very good. And moving along?
All right, well, let's talk a little bit more about another sometimes controversial theme at the Fringe, religion.
Oh.
Now, last year seemed to be the big year for religion. It seemed every second show had Jesus in the title. This year there's one that I found. Fortunately, it's an excellent show and definitely worth checking out. It's called Jesus in Montana, Adventures in a Doomsday Cult. and it delivers on everything that's promised in the title. It's a one-man show presented by a guy named Barry Smith, and his story actually is based on his real experiences. He actually did join a cult briefly for a period of about 3 years, and the cult believed that Jesus had returned in the form of an 80-year-old ex-convict living in Montana. And Barry, through some very selective reading of biblical prophecy, comes to believe that this is true and joins this Jesus cult. It's a very funny story. He's a great storyteller. It feels a lot kind of like stand-up. He uses great visuals in a sort of PowerPoint presentation to help him sell the story. But it's really, really engaging and definitely worth checking out, Jesus in Montana. And your next chance to see that is Sunday at 6 o'clock.
I just give him kudos for doing that. That's like in-depth reporting, taking the story to the max.
Yeah, exactly. Living it and then telling
Living it and telling it here at the Fringe.
Absolutely.
All right, are you going to round it off with a good one?
Yeah, let's go back a little bit to the idea of music, and one show that comes definitely recommended is Bashed. Bashed is being plugged as a gay rap opera, and it delivers on all of those things. It's gay, it's rap, it's opera. As I've been telling people, if you don't like any of those things, you might want to pass, but if you do, you're missing out on really a wonderful show. This is by Chris Craddock, who Winnipeg Fringe goers will remember from Boy Group. Aaron Macri, who did the music for that, also does the music here for Bashed. So it's got really good music to it, great performances by the two guys who tell us the story of two young guys, one from a small town, one from the big city, who meet, fall in love. Their story does take a turn for the serious when one of them is the victim of a gay bashing. So there's lots of really tonal variations, part comedy, part drama, all told through rap music. Definitely worth checking out.
And again, you can't say it enough, that's what the Fringe is all about. It's freedom of speech, it's freedom to do anything and get your message out, and that's the beauty of it. And we warned you.
Absolutely. Yeah, again, something for everybody here.
Okay, so much to do this weekend. Thanks, Joff, once again. You've got so many shows to see, so we're taking a break with you over the weekend, but you're going to be back on Monday with fresh shows to see, mostly local.
Yeah, I'll have seen a bunch more shows by then, so we'll have lots more to talk about then.
Oh, great. Okay, he's going to enjoy the sunshine. You stay put because, ladies, tell your gentlemen to leave the room because coming up next, it's something for girls only.
If you're walking around the Exchange District, you will see the area is jammed with Fringe Festival posters. Our Jenny Beck is at Old Market Square tonight. So you being bombarded down there?
Well, it certainly feels like it. Janet, I don't know where to look, what to do. There are so many posters everywhere, and there's a lot of competition with almost 140 shows in the festival. Well, actors will do almost anything to get some attention and try to get people to come out to their show. Now, stuffing your son in a cage with you, that is dedication. That's Kafka and Son, and Joff Schmidt will be back near the end of the hour with a review on that show. And the reason why it's so crucial to get ticket sales is that's the only way that actors can actually make money. So if no one comes out, well, not only is that disappointing, but it can hit the pocketbook pretty hard as well. Anyway, we did follow a producer who's putting on his very first Fringe Festival show, and we see the blood, the sweat, and the tears that go on behind the scenes. I'll be back in about half an hour with that story.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Jenny. Our Jenny Beck live in Old Market Square. Get out and support the artists because they do pay for a lot out of their own pockets. On CBC News at 6. Time to kick off the weekend. Lots to see and do at the Exchange. Jenny Beck will have more from the Fringe when we return.
Hey, quiet, you mugs. Jenny Stewart's on the tooth.
All right, anyone can put up a Fringe show. The selection process is random. Names are drawn out of a hat. Not everyone can put on a successful show, and some people have to pay for the theater space as well. Jenny Beck joins us live again. Why do artists do it, Jenny?
Well, for a lot of them, this is the one chance. They have complete creative freedom, so they can take risks. And for playwrights, well, it's a chance for them to test out new material and maybe even make their big break. So we followed a writer who's putting on his very first Fringe play.
It's 2 days before Sean Manson's play, Heat Wave, hits the stage. Manson has put $1,200 of his own money into the show. He also wrote the play, hired actors, and made posters. There is a lot on the line.
Now there's critics, now there's reviews that will be going up, which hasn't hit me until this week.
and he's hopeful all of his hard work will pay off.
I know that I'm happy with the script, and I know that I'm happy with what I put out there. And so whether 10 people show up or whether we sell out the show, I think at the end I'll be so happy that I did this. Last thing I need is a parking ticket or someone to break into my car.
But that's the least of his concerns. On opening day, Manson's budget balloons to $1,500.
So I had to go print more posters as well as handbills because I underestimated how many we'd need, as well as the programs. There was an error, so we went back on that. So there's a lot of things that happened in the last 2 days which make me really want to sell the show now.
I knew it. There he is.
Where?
Right over there by the elevator.
That one?
Quit pointing.
He's cute.
I told you. Here he
Heat
comes.
Wave is a comedy about a gay man who's set up on a blind date with his former high school bully.
Right now.
About 35 people came out to see it. It's hardly a sellout, but in the end, Manson is pleased.
Yeah, I'm relieved it's over or it's done, or at least our first show's passed. And the cast did great and everyone did really good. Everyone did really well.
One show over, 6 more to go. It's back to Old Market Square trying to hustle a bigger audience to come out next time.
Come see this show.
Well, best of luck to you, Sean. And while Sean is learning the ropes with his very first Fringe play, I have a few veterans with me. Now, this is Chris Craddock and Nathan Cacao. Their show is called Bashed. It's already generating some buzz. But first of all, people might be familiar with your earlier work, Boy Groove. Tell me how successful that was.
Boy Groove was a really lucky project for us. We did well. We were lucky enough to get invited to do a commercial run in Toronto, which went well, and we won a Dora Award, and the producers are going on with the show and hoping that it'll eventually be off Broadway.
Excellent. So are you able to make money and make a living with that show?
Not with that show, but through all my work, you know, I'm lucky enough to make a half decent living in the arts. It can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done.
What is the secret to your success?
A lot of hard work. You gotta work hard and do a lot of projects and be a straight shooter. Be a person of your word. I think that's true in all businesses, but ours as well.
Yeah, and have a guy like Nathan just looking good behind you. I think that helps as well.
Yeah, it's good to have backup. That's for sure.
So tell me a bit about this new show that you have called Bashed.
Bashed is a gay rap opera. We just did Toronto. We were lucky enough to be Pick of the Fringe out there, and they put us on the cover of a magazine. Back home, we won a couple awards as well, and we're really excited to do it here now.
Yeah, so it looks like you're doing pretty well. You've got this Fringe thing all worked out.
Well, the Fringe is a wonderful thing, and I really thank the city of Winnipeg and all the people here for making it so awesome.
Great. Thanks very much. Enjoy your run here then.
Thanks a lot.
So Janet, if people want to read a review of Bashed or any other plays, you can also watch video clips. Go to our website, cbc.ca/Manitoba. And I will be back in a little bit to give away our final set of free tickets.
Hey, thanks, Jenny. Talk to you later.
Okay.
If you see a show that you like, tell your friends, too, because word of mouth is how it's done at the Fringe. Still you can get pretty tired walking around to Old Market Square checking out everything there is to do at the Fringe Festival. Sometimes you just need to have a seat. I understand our Jenny Beck is having a seat right now. What are you doing?
I am, Janet. I am getting a henna tattoo, and Aruna over here is just doing a beautiful job. Look at that. And she's just one of the vendors who are here at the little market selling their wares. Now, this weekend, I am planning to do a lot of Fringe festivaling, and I know it's going to be hot, and some venues in the past have been a little warm, but organizers say this year, almost all the venues will be air conditioned. Now, if you are about to head out the door for the Fringe Festival, why don't you stop for about 30 seconds and let's watch Joff Schmidt with his reviews.
Our top CBC pick of the day is Kafka and Son. This is a one-man show beautifully performed by Alan Nashman about the relationship between German writer Franz Kafka and his father. It's a stormy relationship, but you'll love the performance by Alan Nashman. You won't find many better at the Fringe. That's on tonight at 8 o'clock at Venue 6, the MTC Warehouse. Also tonight, I'd recommend, if you're looking for musical fun, Die Roten Punkte. It's at 9:15 at Venue 18, the Gas Station Theater. Those are your CBC picks of the day.
Thanks very much, Joff, and a big congratulations to our winners from yesterday. Deborah Shane and Frank Leclerc have won free Fringe tickets and a CBC prize pack. They correctly answered. When will all 139 Fringe shows be reviewed by CBC? And that is by Sunday evening. And if you do want to read some of those reviews, go to our website, cbc.ca/Manitoba. Now let's go to our very final question of the day. What is CBC Radio 1's new FM frequency? Phone or email your answers in by noon tomorrow, and then tune in to CBC Radio on the FM dial, and you'll hear it. It'll be crystal clear. You will love it. Trust me on that one. Back to you, Janet.
Thanks very much, Jenny. Have a great time this weekend.
Thanks. Same to you.
Our Jenny back at the Fringe Festival.
And besides helping you, I'm supposed to be doing this so Denise doesn't think I'm boring.
That's right.
So how come I can't tell her?
Because what Denise wants to know and what she needs to know and also what she secretly admires as opposed to what she says she hates is not always clear, understand?
No.
Think about it.
I don't want to think about it. When I think about things I don't understand, I get depressed.
Festival. All the details after the break. Young romantic relationships almost always create some sort of drama, whether it's good or bad. And a couple of playwrights are capitalizing on that very subject at this year's Fringe Festival. Global's Connie Tomoto has the story.
Dan. Are you kidding? What are you reading my emails now? How did you even know I was going to be here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I want to tell my side of the story. She's telling some lies right now, I think.
Meet Alex Sobler and Jason Neufeld. The former boyfriend and girlfriend are taking their breakup beyond the bedroom and to the stage at this year's Fringe Festival. And after 5 years of pleasantries, the performers are dishing out the dirt on their relationship at 2 separate plays, offering 2 different versions of what went wrong.
If you want the truth, you come to Alex Sobler Slept With My Brother. Forget her show. Boycott Alex Sobler.
No. Just say no to Neufeld, because Jason Neufeld is impotent is where you're going to get the real story about what happened between us.
It's a total lie. I have no problems in that area.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Those are some tough words, some tough talk.
Nothing like airing the dirty laundry, eh?
Out in public. Actually, truth be known, they are still very happily together, and it's kind of a ploy, marketing ploy. But
learn something new every day.
Yeah, who knows?
All right, Joff, I have one up on you because that has to be one of the best scenes of the entire Fringe Festival 2007. Meet Linda, meet Barbara. It's for girls only. But Michael Grant was allowed because he's got the camera. How many times have we struggled with pantyhose? I don't know, but it was hysterical.
Thank you. Everybody struggles with pantyhose, and everybody in different ways. You know, sometimes they're not long enough, and sometimes they're not wide enough, and so it's a real common ground for our audience. Everyone gets it, and so it's really fun to perform that piece.
Now, it says right on the program, no men allowed. And I can see the reason for it, but have you ever had, like, guys saying, why can't we come see the show?
No, you know, we liken it to, like, maybe a baby shower. It's where you wouldn't think of inviting the guy, and why would he want to be here?
Good question, good question. The whole collaboration between the two of you, how did you get together, Barbara?
Well, actually, we've been together performing in an improv comedy troupe called ACE Comedy for about 8 years, and it's A is an American, C is a Canadian, me, a former Winnipegger, and E is our Englishman, Matthew Taylor. And so we've been performing improv and sketch comedy for quite a while, and then Linda and I got this brainstorm. We were actually in her kitchen sharing our junior high diaries with each other, and we were laughing so hard. We were like, this is the makings of a show, and that's the kernel that has spawned this entire concept. So it's just the way it happened, kind of organically.
Okay, for the poor souls that can't come to the show, Linda, give us a little glimpse of what For Girls Only is all about.
Well, really, what it's all about is women laughing at themselves and laughing at our expense. And we cover a lot of topics that women know a little more intimately than anybody else. And it's also kind of bridges from being youthful and childlike to, you know, that sort of 13, awkward, 14, 15-year-old into being sort of more of a woman and a mother.
Oh, and I think the ladies are going to love this one.
Yeah, you know, they do. They get really giggly, and they get really big and guffawy, and, you know, you have ages all, like 12 years old and 85 years old, and I know my Bob and my Nan are coming there in their 90s, and people laugh differently at different ages of their life, and so it's the whole journey from, you know, everyone was 13 once, and that's what this show's about. It's our slumber party, and this is the show that Linda and I would have created if we'd known each other when we were 13. So
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the Winnipeg Fringe, and for yourselves, being part of a Fringe festival, what is it like for you?
You know what, it's different than any other kind of performing because of the community. Everybody's fringing at the same time, whether you're audience member or performer, and it's just kind of that collective and that buzz around just this area that makes it really fun.
Okay, well, it's definitely a show to see ladies, because there is no men allowed. Guarantee it. They've got security here. Anyways, it's Venue 3, Playhouse Studio, for girls only. It is hysterical. And that is a final wrap for The Fringe. For Backstage, I'm Shaw TV's Tracy Koga. These are kids from the Crescentwood Community Center, and they're out enjoying the Kids Fringe, and that runs all weekend. It's absolutely free. Are you guys having a good time? Yeah. Yeah, waiting in line to get tattooed or get a balloon made, right? Yeah. Very cool. And there's entertainment going on. It's going to be a fantastic weekend down here at Old Market Square. Everything is absolutely free. That is the entertainment, but we've got a bunch of concession stands. Now, just a reminder, the Manitoba Stampede is going on in Morris, Manitoba. We've got our Shaw TV crews out there, plus we are covering all the rodeo and chuck wagon races. But I had an opportunity to have Lass on the Road in studio last week. They are the big headliner at the Manitoba Stampede for the entertainment.
They always find the perfect music. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. I'm chatting now with Nick Kowalczyk, executive producer of Winnipeg Fringe. This year, 20 years to life. How did you go about, first of all, coming up with that theme?
Well, we wanted to incorporate the 20 years of the anniversary Fringe. So we're just trying to figure out ways that we can tie the two together.
Okay.
And came up with a catchy slogan.
Excellent. Now, for anyone who hasn't been to the Fringe before, tell us a little bit about what it is, what to expect.
Well, it's shows from noon to midnight, and in 23 different venues in the downtown area, and we're expanding a little bit to the gas station theater. But what you need to do is you pick up a program and take a look, check it out, come down to Old Market Square, you know, hang out and see, maybe there's, you know, get some tips on shows to go out and see.
Absolutely. You can do that just by chatting with any of the people down in Old Market Square. It seems to be a place to convene because, of course, you have the free stage down there.
That's right. And we have the Kids Fringe and the beer tent and the patio. And, you know, the performers come out and flyer and they'll tell you about their show. And if that's something for you, then take it in.
So is that kind of the way to go about choosing shows? I mean, you just, if it appeals to you, then...
Well, absolutely. There's two ways of thought of getting the program first. You know, the advance ticket is open now, and so you get the program and go through it, and if there's something that appeals to you, make it happen.
Okay, where do we go to get the program first off?
You can go to Liquor Mart, Safeways, or NPC box office. They're now on sale, and then they'll be on sale at the venues throughout the festival.
Excellent. And what are they, $5?
Yes.
$5 a program, so very affordable. And you have a map in here, just inside the front two pages.
Yeah, we have all the venues there, and so it's how to get to them. The idea is that you want to, basically you need to get your tickets. We have 50% of the tickets that are available at advance right now that are on sale, and then 50% are held and sold an hour before the show.
Okay. So I mean, this is one of the things that I wanted to touch on, because for anyone who has been to the Fringe before, they seem to be hooked. They're back again year after year. For anyone who hasn't been, it can be kind of an intimidating experience. You've got so many different venues, so many different shows to choose from. Tickets, they're sold at the venue. You have to kind of track them down and find it. So can you make it a little bit easy? Like, how do people? What are some tips to keep in mind for first-time Fringers?
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. With 139 companies, 1,200 shows, you know, it's hard. What you would do is you would again take a look at the program, get a program, buy a program, flip through it, see the shows that appeal to you.
Right. They all have a
and they all have a little bit of write-up,
yeah.
And if that appeals to you, then you can take a look at the schedules. And if you're going that night, then you make it happen. So that's the obvious first choice. And what happens, though, is that you can choose to go to advance tickets. Half of the tickets are available there, and then otherwise it goes an hour before the show.
Which is on a first-come, first-served basis.
Exactly. So even though we say that a show is sold out, it never really is sold out. There's always tickets available at the door. So it gives that festival feel to it, right? Yeah. And that people can line up and can get into a hot ticket show. So it's kind of fun.
Absolutely.
Or what you do is you just go to the outdoor stage, and we have our info tents there. And there they have a lineup of what's happening next. What are the shows that are coming on? And then you'll see by, you know, if you look through the index or you talk to somebody there, they'll tell you what type of show something is, whether it's a comedy, improv, musical. There's something for everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
there
at all
absolutely is.
given
Like you said,
time.
139
Exactly.
companies, you're going to find something that you want to check out.
Okay.
And actually, we're going to be sending a couple of people. So we have 2 shows that you can check out, Giant Killer Shark, the musical, or The Tale of a T-Shirt. Now, these 2 tickets, or 4 tickets, I guess, 2 for each show, are going to be going to callers 8 and 9 at 947-9613. We have these 2 on a first-come, first-served basis, so first person here can pick what show they want to see. It's going to be a great festival. It kicks off on Wednesday, runs right through till the 29th, and the 29th is going to be a best-of series.
That's right. The first 2 slots of the regular venues are available for the Best of Fest, so we'll announce that Thursday.
Excellent. All right. So check out some Fringe. You'll have a great time, I'm sure. We need to check out some news right now, so it's over to Brian Yasui.
There may only be one place that gives some balance. With dozens of indoor shows and some outdoor entertainment, the Fringe Festival provides the best of both worlds.
Things are heating up very fast, but we're prepared. There's lots of shady areas, there's lots of water. We've got a water fountain going near the Kids Fringe today.
Whatever keeps you cool, just be prepared to do it all again tomorrow. Jordan Witzel, Global News.
To say
1, 2, 3, it's a bit. Stop dreaming out about a jackpot. Road knife through the roadblock. Keeping all the heads up as we move along. And then sweat stains from bodyguard stairs and cold chains. Really don't play the same game. Keeping all the heads up as we move along. And we load our piano on the Greyhound. The driver drives on until the dawn. We arrive on our toes in the next town. We open the curtain for the next round. We're not here to say goodbye.
Street musicians, no. These are the Fugitives all the way from Vancouver here for the Fringe. And Mark, you've got a great show happening right at the Cinematheque.
Yes,
Very
yes.
cool.
We had our opening show last night and went over very, very well.
And the show is called?
The New Art of Poetry Clubbing.
Oh, I always like to go clubbing.
Well, it's a little bit different from traditional clubbing, but
All right,
definitely.
and how so?
Well, what we're doing, we're as you can see by the instruments, we're kind of a folk band, but we mix spoken word with it as well. And very, very high energy and 4-part harmonies, storytelling. It's a bit of it's a variety, but high energy.
Now, sometimes you've been here to Winnipeg before, and you used to doing concerts. How is being in the Fringe a little different for you guys, or is it different?
Oh, definitely, it's different. The whole promotional thing the first couple of days is interesting. You know, that's always a different trip. Being in a theater with lighting and everything, that's fantastic. You know, usually we do bar shows or whatever, so we just have a sound system. So having the lighting and the lighting guy, that's really kind of cool. That adds a nice effect to the show.
Great, and well, I guess you should introduce the rest of your band here. Who do you have?
Yes, so on my left I have Barbara Adler, poet, melodica player. And then we have Brendan McLeod, guitar player, poet. And then Stephen Charles, banjo singer.
Ah, so what kind of stories are you going to be telling at your Fringe?
Oh, the mishmash of just, you know, urban living and, you know, things that go on in the world today.
According to the Fugitives.
According to the Fugitives, yeah.
Interesting name. Is there a story behind that?
Really.
Everybody ran away from home?
Yeah, exactly. It was a very, very interesting story. We basically had a couple hours to come up with the band name, and that's what we came up with.
The usual. I think I've heard that about at least 50 times by bands, but no. Great name, great sound. You're at the Cinematheque, and that is venue number
10.
Venue number 10.
And we're there today at 5 o'clock.
And you're here throughout the Fringe, correct?
Yeah, we got shows. The only day we have off is Sunday, and but we're here till next Saturday.
Well, great. You've got to come out and see them. In a little bit different kind of a show. I've given Joff the weekend off because he has to see all the shows this weekend, him and his crew. Probably actually going to see yours. That's our resident critic.
Oh, right on.
Let's hope hopefully I give you guys thumbs up.
Thank you very much.
Anyways, coming up, we go back to yesterday when I was at the Fringe. We have more fringing going on with the Cross-Eyed Rascals, and while I have a hair adventure too as well. So that's all coming up. But first of all, we're going to hear some slam poetry by Barb and Brendan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Scouts in the back from sleeping on tracks cut out of home and native lands that leave you. 16 cities in as many days, kissing mics to pianograms. Build a lifelong conversation in a train station. Under screaming rails breaking to the sound of a steam engine. Homeward bound is never one direction, but if you're looking out the window, things always go your way.
As we move along, load our piano on the Greyhound. The driver drives on until the dark. We arrive on our toes in the next town. We open the curtain for the next round. We're not here.
The most important thing to do with Mennonites and street fighting is to walk away or just turn your back or quilt them into a spot.
Quilt them into a big quilt.
A big quilt?
That'll keep them quiet for sure.
Or feed them until they pop.
Yes.
That is as simple as it is.
It's not a very complicated thing, but we do it well.
Yes.
And others do not so much know how to defend themselves the Mennonite way.
Or you could just be a martyr and die so that you can live another day.
Yes.
Well, you never know who you're going to meet out in the streets. Two old gentlemen, Mennonite gentlemen, I guess. I guess they were formerly known as the Cross-Eyed Rascals, right, Mitch?
Oh, yes. Formerly known.
And now you're shamelessly plugging your show on Shaw TV.
Yes, our show, The Mennonite's Guide to Savage Street Fighting.
Yes.
An instructional show.
It's an instructional show. All improvised, on the spot. You never know who's going to show up.
Or what's going to happen.
What makes you an expert on this?
Oh, savage street fighting. Well, that's simple. The longer you stay away from it, the more you'll stay alive.
Well, that's always a good rule of thumb, I've been told.
It's a good plan.
Staying
alive, that's important.
It's worked for so many years now already.
Yep.
And what are some techniques that you have to specialize in?
Well, you can turn around. You can eat.
Eat?
You can
play dead wonderfully.
Or you can just die.
Who came up with that concept? Now, that definitely speaks Fringe.
To be honest, it's off of a survival guide from the 1970s put out by Bruce Lee. And we figured that Mennonites needed to have a say in the whole mix of things.
So, is there going to be any martial arts?
We're not sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We never know what will happen at one of these shows, let me tell you.
If the audience asks for it,
it all depends how they attack.
They're going to get it.
They're going to get it.
We don't shy away from very many things. So.
All right, so where can we go see Savage Street Fighting?
Venue number 4, which is
on stage at the Playhouse.
That's right. So you're actually on stage, sitting on stage with the Rascals.
As frightening as that may be.
Yeah.
Wow, that will definitely be one of the Fringe experiences to experience, I guess. Cross-Eyed Rascals, Venue 4 from Fringe 2007. Who says that Fringe is all about theater? It's all about getting your hair done, I guess. This is part of being down at Old Market Square. They have the market actually going, and these are students and teachers and the director from MC College. And Roberta, you were just filling me in on what MC really does.
We offer hair and aesthetics programs. Our next program starts in September, and we do offer services to the public as well, so that you come in and the students could practice, but by the time they're on the floor, they've already experienced a lot of hair cutting and coloring as well, so they're quite versed at getting
out there. Yeah, no, very true. Now, Fredo, what are you doing to me?
I am doing a fabulous, wonderful braid where we've chosen green, which is a very festive color, and it just goes with the festival, and purple, which is a very lively color as well, and we're just going to braid and give her a little tail.
Wow, there you go. So, I mean, it's really nice for you to be out here, and I'm sure it gives your students a really good time to experience, work experience.
It is. It gets them out there. We're offering all these services for free. We offer nail art as well today, and we're offering the braids for free. And it's our way of giving back to the community as well. So, yeah, they have fun, and it's great for us, and it's been good.
And for you being a hairstylist, Fredo, what is the biggest enjoyment for you?
Enjoyment is making people smile, making people feel beautiful, and, you know, and showing off my work, my art.
Well,
and I love designing.
I can see that. Well, I can hardly wait to see my new little braid.
Thank you.
no, that'll stay. And all you have to do is cut it. We're right here, and unravel it, and you got your hair back.
All right.
Here we go. I'll take the clip out. Your hair's fabulous, by the way.
Thank you.
It smells nice, too. I could almost eat it, but I won't. I'll hold back. There we go. Wow, look at that.
I can't
Beautiful.
see quite yet, but thank you, Fredo.
Couture.
Thank
You're
you.
ready.
And thanks to the team from MC.
Yeah.
You can drop
You're
on by
welcome.
to the Old Market Square and see them, and hey, take in what's happening right here at the Fringe Festival 2007.
Adrian, well, some hot weather and a hot show that is happening right now at the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. Here's a glimpse of Kafka and Son.
Since as a child I was with you chiefly during meals, your teaching was, to a large extent, proper behavior at table. What was brought to the table had to be eaten. The quality of the food was not to be discussed. You, however, often found the food inedible, called it this swill, said that cow, the cook, has ruined it. Because of your strong appetite and your particular predilection, you ate everything fast, hot, and in big mouthfuls. The child had to hurry to keep up. There was a somber silence at table, punctuated by little gasps of mastication and admonitions, eat first, talk later, or faster, 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 or there you are, you see, I finished ages ago. Bones mustn't be cracked with the teeth, but you could. The soup mustn't be slurped loudly, but you could. The main thing was that the bread should be cut straight, but it didn't matter that you did it with a knife dripping with gravy. Care had to be taken that no scraps fell on the floor. In the end, it was under your chair that there were the most scraps. At table, one wasn't allowed to do anything but eat, but you cleaned and cut your fingernails, sharpened pencils, cleaned your ears with a toothpick. Please, Father, understand me correctly. In themselves, these would have been utterly insignificant details. They only became depressing for me because you didn't keep any of the commandments you imposed on me. Hence, the world was for me divided into three parts. One, in which I, the slave, lived under laws that had been invented only for me, and which I did not know why, never completely comply with. Then a second world, infinitely remote from mine, in which you lived, concerned with government, with the issuing of orders, and with the annoyance about their not being obeyed. And finally, a third world where everybody else lived happily, free from orders and from having to obey.
Thank you very much. Alon Nashman, you are the, it's a one-man show. You are the actor.
I am the father and the son.
And the son. Tell us a little bit about Kafka and Son. What is the show about?
Well, Kafka didn't get along with his father. And in fact, he traces all of the failures in his life to his relationship with his dad. When he was 36 years old, he wrote a letter, 100-page long, 2.5 hours to read. We've condensed that into a 1-hour play of 18 episodes from their life together.
And one of the bitterly sweet things about this letter is he never gave it to his father.
He gave it to his mother, who read it and intercepted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so put the kibosh on that. Now, this show has been getting rave reviews. You've been in Ottawa, Toronto, and Montreal so far. Just to review some of your accolades here. CBC from here in Winnipeg called it bitterly funny, heartbreaking, and chilling. Gave you 5 bars, 5 stars from the Winnipeg Free Press. Ottawa, you were voted Best in Fest. Toronto, you were Patron's Pick. How does it feel to get that sort of feedback from your show?
Well, that feedback is wonderful. From the marketing perspective, it's crucial. But the feedback that means the most to me is the quality of listening in the audience. People are being overturned by this play, and that's why I do this.
Just attentive, hanging on every word. Now, I can tell you, I was down in Market Square this weekend, and this is where the buzz really happens. You're asking just strangers, you know, what have you seen? What's good? What should I be checking out? And I have to say, Kafka and Son came up time and time again. People are talking about it. It is one of the must-sees of the Winnipeg Fringe, and so.
Well, you can't believe everything you hear.
All right, so I guess you need to check this one out for yourself. All right, thank you, Alon, so much for being here. It was great having you in. And yes, Kafka and Son playing for the next 10 days, or 7 days now, I guess, till Sunday. At which venue?
At the MTC Warehouse.
MTC Warehouse. It's one of the air-conditioned venues, which is perfect for this kind of weather. Thank you so much, Alon. We need to take a break right now. There's more Breakfast Television on the way.
Somewhere in the race we run, we're coming undone.
When it's daytime and when there's a festival on, Aruna Hindwala feels safe downtown, but not at night and never alone.
People are just very scared.
Scenes like this, the soap suds are there to clean up blood, don't help that perception.
It looked like a frickin' war zone. That's what it basically looked like.
Rob Beer heard the gunshots early Sunday morning. He saw the bodies laying on the ground outside the nightclub. It happened just 1 week after another shooting outside this Exchange District nightclub.
Well, it's scary because, I mean, you can't even go to a bar and have a few drinks and have a good time because it's just, it's getting uglier.
This man owns a pub not far from both nightclubs. He blames the nightclub scene for the violence.
I think more people are looking to the speakeasy lounges, pubs, because of all the things that happened at the nightclub.
It's troubling, isn't it, to see the types of incidents that have occurred over the last 2 weeks in our downtown.
Even people whose job it is to boost the downtown admit this latest violence doesn't look good. But the downtown biz stresses criminals and guns aren't just in the city center.
I think the overall gun issue should be a concern to all citizens of our city.
Paul Laporte has volunteered at the Fringe Festival for years. He says he has a hard time convincing his friends from the suburbs it's safe here.
It's just unfair, and it really gets in the way of this place, you know, being what it is and what it should be.
Now, most of the people I talked to today, Marissa, said the same thing. They feel perfectly safe here downtown during the day, but at night it's a different story.
Our Gosha Savitska joins me now live, and she's braving the heat. How is it out there, Gosha?
Marissa, I'm baking out here at the Winnipeg Fringe Festival, but as you can see behind me, the fun is happening even though it's quite hot out here. But really, people here and everywhere in the city should be very careful. There have already been 3 cases of confirmed heat stroke, and it seems like everywhere in the city, people are taking precautions and making adjustments to deal with the heat wave. Boy, it's hot out here, Marissa. Paramedics want everybody to take precautions, especially the elderly, seniors, and children, people with diabetes and other chronic illnesses. Stay very hydrated, stay away from caffeine and alcohol.
Okay, Gosha, stay cool tonight. That's Gosha Savitska reporting live. Jenny Beck is at the Fringe Festival sweating it out. She joins us now from Old Market Square. Jenny, are you working it or are you hanging out in the beer tent?
Well, I'm doing a little bit of both, Marissa, but I have to say it is hard work sitting here, especially in this hot weather, and working hard alongside me I have Britt and Chris. So what do you like the most about the Fringe?
I really like the variety. You can come, you can see something funny, you can come and see something political. It all depends on what you're in the mood for.
And how about you, Chris?
I like how it brings Old Market Square to life. Just so many people down here, and it's such a beautiful park in the middle of the city. It's nice to see.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people, but I'm also surprised at how many people don't really know what the Fringe Festival is all about. So in about 10 minutes, I'll be back telling you what Winnipeggers really think about the Fringe Festival, and of course, I'll also be back to bring you the CBC prize pack.
Okay, Jenny, don't melt before we get back to you. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
That's Jenny Beck live at Old Market Square. Well, let's see how Jenny Beck is doing down in the Exchange District for the Fringe Festival. Jenny, what kind of people are you seeing down there in this heat tonight?
You know what? Actually, all kinds of people. If you want to do any people watching, this is the prime spot to do it. I find the festival really attracts people of all ages and all different backgrounds, but there are definitely fringers and non-fringers. So I hit the streets of Winnipeg to find out what motivates and what stops people from going to the Fringe Festival. What do you guys think about the Fringe Festival?
Really, I don't really have an idea about it. Not too familiar about it, just know it happens once a year.
Never been there, I don't know nothing about it.
It's about theater, it's about being able to check out a lot of different shows that you wouldn't normally get to see.
It's about
with
variety.
little investment.
I'm not really into the Fringe because I don't really want to spend the money on it.
$8
to watch live theater is
ridiculously cheap.
Plus, half the venues have special rates for unemployed people, elderly, and I even saw one guy who was doing like £2 if you're British for one show.
I went to the Fringe Festival once, and I didn't particularly like the show I saw, so I'm probably not going to go back because of that.
We saw probably the worst show we've ever seen with Friends a couple of years ago, and we still talk about it to this day. And so even though it was the absolute worst show we saw, we're still talking about it, and we reveled in the fact that it was so bad, and we sat through it. So even if you see a really bad show, you're still having an experience.
I don't have time to go to the Fringe Festival. So
I guess he keeps you busy then?
Yes.
We've got a music workshop going on today. We've got face painting and balloon animals, crafts for younger and older fringers. We've got a play area, sand pit. We've got great stage performers. There's so much to do.
Because there's just so much, you don't know really where to start, which shows to see.
Well, CBC is the place to start. You can come down here to Old Market Square. We have a CBC tent where you can see we have all of our laptops set up, which you can go to our website. And our website is remarkable. We have all 136 shows reviewed. Let's go and have a look. First, go to cbc.ca/Manitoba. That will take you to our home page. Then click on the Fringe icon. If you want to see a show tonight, go to today's best picks, and we'll tell you our top recommends that are playing that day. You can also go to reviews by rating and check out the strongest shows. These are top performances that received a 5 prison bars out of 5 rating. Click on a play and read a review by one of our expert culture vultures. You can even get a video sneak preview of shows with excerpts loaded onto our website and even post your own reviews. So CBC is the one-stop shop for all things Fringe. You can go to our website, check out reviews. We are there for you. Now, one person who knows cbc.ca/Manitoba and also knows the Fringe we have here is Michael Case. Now, Michael, you've been faithfully attending the Fringe for 17 years. What do you love so much about it?
There's so many things I like about it. I get to see really, really good theater and performances, really cheap. It's in a great area. I love the Exchange District, and it just comes alive. And I've made a lot of friends through the Fringe, and it's a good place to come and have a beverage or two and meet old friends.
Now, you don't even live in Winnipeg right now. Where do you live?
I'm a teacher in Beijing, China right now, so I could have stayed. I'm on holidays. I'm a teacher, and I could have stayed in China this summer and traveled, but I decided to come back home. Yes, I needed to see my mom, but also a big reason why I wanted to come back was this festival, because it's really fun for the reasons I just said.
Okay, and lastly, if someone has never tried the Fringe, what would you tell them?
Well, I said, for value, Winnipeg's a wholesale city, and you can really see some great stuff for cheap. And you know, the other thing too is it's so easy to make a friend or strike up a conversation. You stand in line, wait for a show, and ask somebody, "What have you seen?" So if you don't have any friends at the Fringe, you'll make some. So.
Oh. Yeah, and I guess you can make some friends right here at the CBC tent as well.
That's right. Just write a review and ask them, "What did you think of this show?" or "Did you see such and such?"
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you very much, and happy Fringing, Michael.
You're welcome.
Okay, now, Marissa, before I leave you, make sure you check back with me before the end of the hour, and I'll be back with Joss Reviews, and I'll give away that CBC prize pack.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you in a little while. That's Jenny Beck live from the Fringe Festival tonight. Still to come on CBC News at 6. We're going back to the Fringe Festival, and we're going to get our picks of the day from our reviewer, Joss Schmidt. The 12-day Fringe Festival is now at the halfway mark, and the CBC has reached an impressive milestone. Jenny Beck has the details. Jenny.
Well, Marissa, I'd like to take the credit for this, but really it's the man beside me, Joff Schmidt, and the dedicated team that he leads that deserves to be applauded. Now, Joff, what was the mission?
Well, the mission, Jenny, was to review all 136 shows at the Fringe Festival before the end of the opening weekend. And I have to report success thanks to our hardworking team of culture vultures who hit the ground running Wednesday night and didn't stop running until last night. We got the final review up first thing this morning.
Now, I know you've been doing a lot of running and writing yourself. How are you holding up?
Not bad. There were a couple of pretty quick dashes between shows there. Got a little steamy yesterday, I gotta say, but not bad.
You cooled off nicely, though. You're looking great now.
Thanks, trying, yeah.
All right, well, let's get to today's picks of the day.
I'd like to recommend a show I saw yesterday, and the fact that I saw it in a sweltering theater and still loved it, I think, is testament to how good the show is. It's called Giant Invisible Robot. It is the story of a young boy and his relationship with the giant invisible robot he befriends. Now, the robot does have a tendency of going on rampages and destroying cities, but the boy and the robot get along very well. Now, it's a really interesting structure that's used here. It's a one-man show, brilliantly performed, and it's told in various vignettes through which we kind of see both the robot's destruction and also his relationship with the boy. Now, the robot, of course, is invisible, so is it real? Is it not real? You get to debate that one in the beer tent afterwards, but it's absolutely incredible theater. I highly recommend it. And if you rush down, I see tickets are still on sale. You can catch it at 7:15 tonight at the Son of Warehouse, Venue 5. He's also got 4 more shows through the week.
Wow, that does sound fascinating. All right, what else do you have to recommend for today?
I would also recommend for tonight Jesus in Montana, Adventures in a Doomsday Cult. Also a one-man show. Lots of fun, though. It's told by Barry Smith, who is a wonderful storyteller. And this is a true story based on his experiences, where he actually did join a cult that believed Jesus had returned and was living in Montana in the form of an 80-year-old ex-convict. Now, Barry has a great sense of humor and really brings it to this show, which is a lot of fun to see. You can see it tonight at 9:45 at Venue 3.
Okay, and that sounds like exactly the bizarre stuff you see at the Fringe. And finally, your last recommendation.
Would highly recommend Metamorphosis by local performer Talia Pura. This is a combination of storytelling and dance. The highlight of the show is her dance on aerial silks at the very end. Apparently quite incredible to behold. You have time to rush down and see that at 7:30 tonight at Venue 4.
Thanks very much, Geoff. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jenny.
I'd also like to thank everyone who participated in last week's daily trivia questions. Friday was the final day, and the question was, what is CBC Radio's new FM frequency? The answer, 89.3 FM. Congratulations to our winners, Karen McCallery and Ron Mitchell. They won a CBC prize pack and some free Fringe tickets. And Marissa, if you haven't done so already, make sure to change your radios from 990 AM to 89.3 FM for some fantastic CBC programming.
Okay, Jenny, that's Jenny Beck tonight at the Fringe Festival. She'll be back there tomorrow all week as long as the festival's going on.
Friendly. We'll show you the ways Manitobans of all ages can enjoy the festival after the break.
For the last 12 years, this Ottawa couple has been coming to Winnipeg for the Fringe Fest and will see up to 60 shows this year. Our Connie Tomoto continues her Fringe Fest series and introduces you to the Out-of-Towners tomorrow on the Evening News.
With the risque plays and the dark humor, the annual Fringe Festival may seem more of an adult outing, but this year it's become more kid-friendly than ever. From face painting and pony rides to laugh out loud children's entertainment, oh, the things you can do. Global's Connie Tomoto fills us in.
From Nevin the 10-year-old fiddler to African puppet tales.
I'm so hungry. Oh.
When it comes to entertaining kids, the Fringe Fest gets a round of applause.
It's like a lot of fun. There's arts and crafts and shows for all the kids to enjoy.
I think the Fringe is pretty cool because of all like the crafts and the shows that you can see.
The Fringe is also getting a thumbs up from the younger theater goers.
It's really great. And lots of people come here, and I think this year is going to be really great.
And those a little older.
I think it's just fun how there's so much going on all at once, and you can do basically anything.
6,000 kids have ascended on Old Market Square since the festival began, taking in everything from entertainment on the outdoor stage.
Red, red, red. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To free arts, crafts, and activities.
Some kids that might not normally get the exposure to good body art, balloons, inflatables, that they can come every day and enjoy it for 10 days straight.
To indoor plays written for kids and performed by kids.
Come and take a journey with me, traveling through time.
And according to the kids who are performing, acting live on stage is a thrill of a lifetime.
So how do you kids like performing in the Fringe? It's kind of neat, I'm guessing. It's fun.
Yeah, it's really, really fun, and I really enjoy doing it.
Connie Tomoto, Global News.
And the Fringe Festival is proving quite popular once again. 28,300 tickets have been sold so far. That's up from 25,800 last year.
Well, it's 400 degrees right now on the barbecue, so you could just imagine.
That, coupled with 32-degree weather, makes it hard for Al Marinick to keep his cool. And the sweltering heat isn't so good for his falafel business at the Winnipeg Fringe Festival.
There's no food sales. It's all water.
No one
Think about it. When you're hot, do you want to eat? No.
It's just as slow for volunteers running kids' fringe activities. Attendance is down, it's too hot for the petting zoo, and daycares are canceling field trips. Still, this pirate's in high spirits.
If you're really hot, we'll spritz you with ice water. No charge.
But working outside is almost a day at the beach for fringe clothing vendor Mel Cacho.
As long as you have a good hat or a nice damp cloth on you, it's fine. Been working on the tan.
With temperatures expected to peak at 36 degrees on Tuesday, anyone with an outside job in Winnipeg is trying to cope as best they can.
Drinking water, I guess that's about it.
These Habitat for Humanity volunteers took a safety course on how to avoid heat stroke. They're on a tight schedule to get this home built in 1 week.
It's about 4 or 5 nails in your hand once you let go of the hammer. It's very, very hot.
With water jugs on the sidelines. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are beating the heat at practice in hopes of beating the Hamilton Ticats this Friday.
It's another day at the office, you know, another day in paradise, as we like to say. So, you know, you just gotta cope with it, you know, get, you know, the water on your face.
And enduring the weather finally pays off for Marinik. He gets a few lunch customers, though guaranteed on a day like this, they're gonna hold off on the hot sauce. Andrea Slobodian, City News.
Yeah, hot sauce.
I like this music. Fringe is all about music. I think we should change the fringe to music.
Keep the people moving. I don't know, the actors might be unhappy, but hey, who cares about actors?
They're all the same, aren't they?
Close enough. Yeah, why not?
Right now it's Keith and Renee. I knew them as Easily Amused, but they were introduced as the real deal, so I don't know, but they're still really good.
They sound like the real deal. Why not?
Well, you look pretty good.
Thanks.
For a weekend of real fringing. This poor man, how many plays actually did you see?
Since Wednesday, I guess it's 25 for me, but we have now covered everything between me and the rest of the CBC reviewing team. Yeah, we're feeling very proud of ourselves and a little bit tired.
Oh, yes. You have to go to that magical website, cbc.ca/Manitoba.
That's the one, and all the reviews are up there.
All right, well, let's get down to it. I guess we're talking about the number 1, Solo.
Yeah, 1 they say is the loneliest number, but it can also be the most entertaining number because we're talking about one-person shows. There are lots and lots at the Fringe these days, as you find. And so I've got 3 that I'm going to highlight for you that I think are all pretty good picks.
All right. You think, oh, you're being kind today. They're all good, folks. None are bad.
Yeah. We've got 3 that are worth checking out. Now, that can be the trick with the one-person shows is, you know, it all comes down to the one person performing it, right? These are 3 that are really solid. The first 2 I'm going to talk about actually connect to each other. This is, I think, one of the neatest ideas at the Fringe and actually a great marketing play because if you go to one of these plays, you'll probably want to go to the other. The first is called Alex Sobler Slept with My Brother, and it's by Jason Neufeld. Now, the story here, for people who don't know it, is that Alex and Jason actually are real-life Fringe sweethearts. They met while doing the Fringe touring circuit. 4 years later, they're still together. But what they do with these 2 plays that they've written is they play with the idea that they've had this horrible breakup, and they've each written plays about this awful, awful breakup. So Jason's, like I said, is called Alex Sobler Slept with My Brother. You can kind of see where it's going from the title. Jason in this play is a little embittered about the breakup. He's kind of angry. That's the one downside to it is it kind of does feel a little bit one note at time, like he's just kind of angry, although he does move on and kind of come to a really, really nice conclusion by the end. Jason, for anybody who's seen him before, is a really strong performer. He did Confessions of a Repressed Mennonite a few years ago, which I think a lot of people would remember, several shows since. So it's a really strong performance from him.
Those piano lessons my mom forced me to take when I was 7 are finally going to start paying off. Because you know what happens when you start writing kick-ass rock and roll songs? Kick-ass girls start to break down your door. That's what happens when you start to write kick-ass rock and roll songs. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I tied myself down for too long with a girl who stifled my creative juices. You know, she didn't even like music. How did that happen? How did I end up with a girl who doesn't even like music? And she hated my records. I could see it in her eyes. And it's true, I got a lot of records. I know I've got a problem, but you know what? She never admitted that my records bothered her, and this bothered me. You know, just tell me that I'm buying too many records. I can handle it. But instead, she would just feign interest whenever I tried to explain the relevance of a certain record, but I could tell that nothing was getting through. So I thought maybe I'd start to include her, you know? And I started buy her records to musicals that I knew she liked, but she never listened to them. It's as if by not listening to these records, she was telling me to and it pissed me off, you know? So I started listening to them. Friggin' Sweeney Todd, a little night music, Send in the Clowns, just to prove my point. Her for not getting mad at my record collection. Her passive-aggressive attitude towards my records drove me crazy.
And what about Alex?
Well, Alex gets her say, too. She's written a play now called Jason Neufeld is Impotent.
Whoa.
So again, you can kind of see where that one's going. Now this is interesting because Alex, again, is a great performer. She does a wonderful job with this. She's from New York, and in typical New York fashion, she talks a mile a minute. It's very, very funny. She kind of uses this as an opportunity to explore, though, more like the broader theme of loss, right? She talks about the breakup a lot. Then she also talks about her late mother and starts to kind of go a little bit deeper with it, which is really kind of interesting. But again, a wonderful performance from her.
When I left New York, things were really starting to happen for me. I mean, my big break was just around the corner. I can see that now. But I gave it all up to move to Canada, to Winnipeg. I mean, what am I doing here? Who moves to the coldest place in the world that people live voluntarily? Voluntarily! And now I'm stuck here. Oh, I can just hear my mother's voice. You going where? Winnipeg. What kind of a stunk-in-the place is Winnipeg? Where is that? Manitoba. What have they got in Manitoba? Polar bears? Very nice. Can a polar bear give you a job? That's what I'd like to know. Winnipeg. It's completely fakaked.
I recommend seeing those shows, and if you're going to one, you really should go to the other because really they do kind of play off of each other. So that's why I say it's a great marketing plan. You go to one and you have to go to the other.
And it's all going to the same cause, right? They're a couple. What's yours is mine, honey.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, yeah. There you go. All right, well, one more that I'm going to highlight for today is another one-woman show. It's called Was That My 15 Minutes? It's by a woman from New York, again, named Susan Jeremy. She did a show here a few years back called PS 69. It was about her experiences as an elementary school teacher. It was really well received, and apparently a lot of people remembered that. Because I saw her opening show last week on a weekday matinee, and it was nearly sold out already, so I imagine she's doing quite well now. Now, Was That My 15 Minutes is about Susan's search for fame, and it follows her through being a clown, through being a stand-up comic, and through being a break dancer. There's a great break dance scene in the middle of the show. Now, she is a stand-up comic, so she's got that great kind of stand-up comic timing. She's got kind of a really dry sort of wit, so it's a lot of fun to listen to, and it really races by. She's got a very tight show. It's only 45 minutes long, so it's not too long to sit through, and it's really, really good.
I used to love to talk to myself in the bathroom mirror. The bathroom is my favorite room in the house because it's a huge room with red shag carpeting, and the walls are covered with naked women. My mother wallpapered the bathroom walls with black and white, voluptuous type Grecian goddesses. And these women are my friends. I named them Natasha and Gabriella. They were my angels. They watched over me. I would compare my prepubescent body to theirs. And the bathroom is the only room in the house that has a lock, so all new discoveries are made there. Once when I was 9, I got completely naked. I stared at myself in the mirror. I started to seduce myself. I was good. I slowly approached my reflection, telling myself how much I wanted to kiss me, how I'd waited all day for this. I looked up at Natasha and Gabriella for encouragement and plunged my lips onto the bathroom mirror, swishing my tongue in a circular fashion. You taste so good, I said. I've waited all day for this.
You gotta have the chops to pull it off, and in this case, Susan Jeremy absolutely does.
All right, okay, so those are your picks, and if you want any more, you have to go to their website, cbc.ca/Manitoba. Great to see you, Joff, but get back to work. Yeah. You know.
All right, thanks, Tracy, I will.
Oh, we'll be back tomorrow, no doubt. A different place around Old Market Square. During noon hour, it's all free entertainment, Kids Fringe, the music lore. I want to try those pony rides now.
Yeah, let's see if we can find a pony.
All right, you got to find one that can hold your weight, though, buddy. Stick around. There's still more Fringe action happening right after this.
All we need is a little bit of love, right, Harriet?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we don't have much in our lives, either me or Matthew, at the moment.
No, we're both very single at the moment, and that's what our show is about. We're hoping by the end of the festival we might have found someone,
to take
anyone.
us home. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we're fingers crossed, but in the meantime, we're going to put some love songs on trial and see whether it's love songs that have ruined our love lives.
Yeah.
Okay, but first, last year it was recycling, now it's love. How do you come up with the concepts?
Harriet comes up with the concepts.
Very good, brilliant. That's why they're so brilliant.
Yeah. And then we just sort of, I don't know, I just work around that, I suppose.
Right.
And,
yeah.
But I think love's a pretty universal theme. You know, everybody needs it, everybody wants it sometimes, and yeah, and we felt love songs were something that was something we felt quite strongly about. We felt they were a big part of our lives, so we wanted to share them with the people of Winnipeg.
Well, we're going to do an Edith Piaf song in the show.
I'm doing the Kate Bush song. What else do? We do Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley is in there, and some really sort of classic rock songs as well. Love Lift Us Up Where We Belong. So
ballads.
Power ballads, yeah. We'll be duetting on some power ballads together, so yeah.
Oh, this is actually going to be a little bit of a competition for Mamma Mia that just finished.
There'll be no competition, Tracy. We will win, hands down. There's no doubt in our minds, really.
Absolutely not. Queuing around the block, I think. There's no ABBA, but I don't see that as a bad thing.
No. Well, we didn't want to embarrass them too badly by, you know, doing their songs better.
Yeah.
So,
well, you have to come and see them. The Awkwards, they're at venue 13, the Rag Pickers upstairs. What a cool, cool venue. Right now we're in the library. But don't go away because there's so much more happening for our 2007 Fringe Fest coverage.
Week 1 of the Winnipeg Fringe Festival is now in the history books. And when historians crack open the book, they'll read about how successful the first 5 days have been. On one hand, soaring temperatures did lead to a quieter opening weekend at the outdoor stage. However, attendance indoors has spiked. After the first 5 days, 28,365 tickets have been sold. That's 2,500 more tickets than last year at this time. The Fringe Festival continues until Sunday, July 29th.
Hi, quiet, you mugs. Jerry Stewart's on the tooth.
Things are heating up at the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. Might even be too hot to handle. Our Jenny Beck is live now at Old Market Square in the Exchange District. So how is the heat, Jenny, affecting attendance?
Well, you can actually see around me, there's a lot of empty space. And usually, Old Market Square is packed around this time. So this year, about 30,000 fewer people are actually coming out to the outdoor stage. Now, just to be clear, ticket sales to indoor venues have slightly increased. So it seems like the hot weather is actually pushing people indoors. Now, but for some people, this intense heat is just too much.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun.
The sun may have come out at Old Market Square, but it's driving people away. That's bad news for longtime buskers like Sister Dorothy. She depends on crowds to pay for her performance.
Well, I may not make as much money, but sometimes, you know, you make some sales and that offsets it, you know, so I'm not too worried.
Over in the market, the weather is taking a toll on sales.
The heat actually tends to keep people away. I noticed the tendency that people go to the beach.
Well, a year ago it was a lot more people come, but when it's hot like that, it's no good.
The people who did come out were making the best of it and finding creative ways to keep cool.
Well, my husband suggested that we bring an umbrella, so that's what we're going to do, standing in line, and water and ice in the water.
Drinking ice cream and drinking a lot of water. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Staying in the shade.
Trying to pick venues that are air conditioned and stay out of the sun. That's about it. Try to make do with what we have.
Fringe executive producer Nick Kowalchuk says the extreme heat is also posing challenges at some of the venues, even with air conditioning.
When you have a sellout show, it's having 100 people there and then another sellout show following it. It doesn't really give time for the air to circulate out and to cool off as well as it should be. And so it's hard, it's difficult.
It may be difficult, but dedicated Fringe goers and performers are determined to sweat it out.
It's not easy when it's hot, but you know, if you're persistent, it still works.
Well, joining me now, I have a person who knows what it's like to work in a hot climate. Kara Yates, she's a Vancouver actor who actually worked in India on Bollywood film sets and has transformed that experience into a fringe play called Bye Bye Bombay. Kara, I know you got into the industry through one of your friends. What was it like working in India?
Oh, it was so much fun, Jenny. I had such the opportunity to do all different things. I did commercials, I did feature film, I worked on a Hindi television series, and that was the funnest experience of all because it was a horror show. And the style of acting we do in Vancouver is very naturalistic. However, in India, it's all about the melodramas. So I got to run around a castle being chased by a ghost and scream my head off, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had acting.
Sounds dramatic. Now, how did you get over the language barrier?
Well, often the people on set would write out in Hinglish, is what they call it, which is actually, instead of writing it in Hindi script, they write it in English. So it's phonetically written out. And there's actually a lot of people in India who just read Hinglish rather than being able to read the script, because it's very, very complicated.
Can you give us a little sample?
Mera matlab, aap yahan kab se kam karte hain.
And what did you just say?
I mean, how long have you been working here?
Now, actually, well, I just want to get to the play, though. So you actually use puppets in the play. Tell me why you use puppets.
Well, during my experiences in India, I had the opportunity to learn to make puppets under a puppet maker in Udaipur. And he basically took me back to his home. We sat on tiny little stools, drinking chai and smoking bidis, and for 4 days, he helped me make the puppets that are actually in the show. So when my director and I were playing around and putting the show together, we started improvising with the puppets and came up with this beautiful puppet story to go along with the story, and I'm so happy they made it in the show.
Well, thank you very much for this, and I love your star. You look great in it as well. So if you'd like to read a review of Bye Bye Bombay, go to our website, cbc.ca/Manitoba. And Janet, I'll be back near the end of the hour with Joff Schmidt and his reviews of some kids shows.
Excellent, Jenny. Thank you so much. News at 6 will take you back to Old Market Square and Jenny Beck reviewing some of the best from the Fringe Festival. The Fringe may be better known for its racier, funnier, adults-only performances, but you can see many great family-friendly shows as well. With more on that now, from Old Market Square, Jenny Beck and Joff Schmidt.
Thanks very much, Janet. Joff, how can parents tell if a show is age-appropriate for kids?
Well, your starting point is the Fringe program guide. Most of the shows will list if they have things like language that's inappropriate for kids. They'll recommend an audience, and you can't always rely on those, because I saw a show the other day that had a lot of F-bombs in it and no language warning. So I also recommend, of course, checking out the CBC site, cbc.ca/Manitoba. And if you read the reviews, check the show previews, so you usually get a pretty good idea of what's appropriate for your kids.
All right, well, speaking of kids shows then, what are your top picks of the day?
No, knock anyone out?
Well, let's talk about two shows that are for kids and one that's a fairy tale for grown-ups. First of all, for the kids, highly recommend African Folktales with Eric Duvall. Eric Duvall is an amazing storyteller. He's a Fringe favorite. He's been here for years. I've seen him many times, and he's absolutely mesmerizing as a storyteller. No matter how old you are, the kids will love it. The show's very short, so if they have short attention spans, it's fine. The adults also will really enjoy him just because he's completely captivating as a storyteller. So I recommend African Folktales with Eric Duvall. The next chance to see that is tomorrow at 12:30.
That's always a sign of a good show when parents can enjoy it as well. Okay, what else do you have?
Exactly. Well, another one that's good for the whole family, there are enough jokes for the parents to enjoy as well as the kids, is Saying Goodbye to the Good Wing. Now, for a children's show, this tackles tough materials by Stephanie Weens, who won the Harry Rintoul Award for playwriting last year. And this year, the show takes on death and loss, which is really hard to discuss with kids. But she does a really good job with it. There's a wonderful local cast in this show, very well written, and again, enjoyable for the young kids as well as for the parents. So I recommend Saying Goodbye to the Good Wing. You can catch that one tomorrow at 7:45. That's an evening performance.
All right, and the final one for today.
Well, this one's a little bit more for the grown-ups. It's kind of a twisted take on Little Red Riding Hood. It's called The Universal Wolf. I saw this one yesterday. It's very entertaining. It's a very big show. If you like your theater big and theatrical and loud, you'll really enjoy this. There are three great comic performances by local actors in this one. It's not for the little kids, even though it's based on Little Red Riding Hood. There's a bit of gore, a couple of naughty words, but for older kids, it's kind of subversive enough that they would probably really enjoy it. So like tweens would really enjoy it, and adults definitely will have a lot of fun with this take on Little Red Riding Hood. So I recommend The Universal Wolf. You can catch that one tomorrow night at 11.
All right. Well, thank you very much for this, Joff.
Thanks, Jenny.
And Joff will be back tomorrow. You don't want to miss it because we are going to present CBC's top 10. These are the best shows of the Fringe Festival. Of course, you can go to our website as well to read all these reviews, cbc.ca/Manitoba. And Janet, I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Kids Fringe.
Hey, thanks very much, Jenny. Look forward to that. Still to come.
Just standing at the corner here, watching all the people go by, watching all the trucks go by, and howdy, or
and watching the CBC reviewers go by.
I know.
Sometimes they stop and talk. It's nice.
You know what? I can't tell. You guys all look alike. You know, the uniform.
Yeah. The official green CBC shirt. Yeah.
Yes, official color of the CBC. Yes, we have Joff Schmidt here. Well, you all know the drill about him. He's been on Shaw TV for God knows how long now. I don't know.
Days.
Do you
at
work
least.
for Shaw TV?
I'm hoping someday.
There you go. There you go. All right. Okay. What are we talking about
Here
today?
we are. Okay, well...
does it begin with an F?
What could it be? F-R... Oh, Fringe maybe. I remember that thing.
Oh.
Yeah, still going on, I guess. So we might as well talk about that. Yeah.
All right.
And we're not done with Fringe yet. There's still more to talk about. Now, today, what we're going to talk about, because, you know, I keep saying there's something for everybody at the Fringe, right? There's
And
almost...
I never believe you. Yes, it's all...
Because it all looks weird. But no, this is true. Today, I'm going to highlight some shows for the family, for the different people in your family. So one for the little kids, one for the older kids, and one to take, say, Grandma and Grandpa to.
Oh, no way.
Believe it or not, they're out there. So let's find out what they are. First up is a show called The Audition for Joan of Arc. Now, this is one for the really little kids. It's a clown show. Really interesting concept because it's a clown show performed by a family of clowns. There's mom, there's dad, and there's two kids. So it's a fun concept that way. I gotta confess that as a grown-up, I didn't quite find the clowning to be quite up to par. I found it, you know, I felt a little sleepy. But you know what? For younger kids, it would probably work a lot better. I think younger kids will appreciate the shtick. They'll appreciate that there's a younger kid in the show. And it's definitely totally family safe and totally family friendly. So if you are looking for a family show, you can take them to see The Audition for Joan of Arc.
Okay, and where can we see that?
Well, you can see that at Venue 1, which is in the MTC building. And next chances to see it are Tuesday at 1:30, or else no shows then again till Friday at 9:45 in the evening.
Oh, in the evening, but it is air conditioned and it's nice and cool there.
It is, and you can keep the kids up late. It's a quick show, so it's not that bad.
All right.
All right, well, let's move on to talk about something for the older kids. Now, this one word, puppets.
Puppets?
Puppets. Puppets who kill, then other puppets who solve the murders. That's what this one is all about. It's a very funny show called The Clock in the Lobby, and it is performed entirely with puppets, and kind of like the Muppet-style puppets where they've got the little sticks that the puppeteers are manipulating from behind like a little curtain. It's a lot of fun, and it is basically a puppet murder mystery. There's a series of murders in a theater which are kind of Sherlock Holmes-type detective and his sidekick have to then go and figure out.
What age group are you looking at?
You know, they recommend it in the program for teens, but I would think even a little bit younger than that. You could take kids, I think, around 8, 9, 10 to see this one. I wouldn't take the really little ones to it because there is some murder and there's a really bizarre puppet evisceration scene. Where one of the puppets kind of loses his guts a little bit. It's very funny, but you wouldn't want the really, really little kids there for that because it might be a bit too intense.
Oh, I know, and then their whole idea of Pinocchio has gone down the drain. All right.
Never look at them up at the same way, yeah.
No, and did we say the venue this is at?
This is at Venue 5, which is Son of Warehouse. It's in the MTC Warehouse building, and your next chances to see that are Tuesday night at 10:30, or then again Wednesday at 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, this is my one that I'm really interested in, the grandparents thing.
Yeah, okay. Now, a lot of people think the Fringe is all just edgy, it's all just rude. There's nothing to go see if you want something that's a little more kind of gentle, but this is not true. There's a wonderful show. It's a one-woman show called 64 and No More Lies. It's by a woman named Susan Friedman. It's performed a couple other shows in the Fringe in the past. I think a lot of people have seen them. She's been very popular here. She returns again with a show that's really interesting. I think it's probably a bit less comedic than her other pieces because it starts with Susan experiencing chest pains and having to rush to the hospital. She manages to find find some, you know, levity in the situation, and she has a pretty light touch with the writing. It's a very fine performance, but really she uses it as an opportunity to kind of look at the whole process of aging, and it's really interesting. It definitely connects with the older audience. The show I saw, I gotta confess, I think I was the youngest person in the theater by a good 20 years, which is unusual for me at this point.
Oh, you felt pretty good there.
I did. I felt really young again, but I gotta say it totally connected with her audience. There was a point where she was talking about having varicose veins, and someone in the audience shouted, "Amen!" You know, so she's really making a connection with that audience. So if you're looking for one, yeah, that you could take, you know, your parents or your grandparents to, 64 and No More Lies is a good bet.
I knew I was old when people looked shocked to hear I have a parent who's alive, and when my pals started giving really long answers to the question, "How are you?" And when all of a sudden I have a kid who's 40. Well, we have birthdays every year. It doesn't go up by 5s. Why am I so surprised by the whole deal? Let's say someone's telling you a story. They're 5 years younger than you. And in the story, they refer to someone as being about our age. Yeah. Well, at my age, 5 years is a big deal. Every year when you're over 60 can make a huge difference. We're talking dog years here. It's like a 4-year-old saying to a 4-month-old about our age. Can a 4-month-old roll over? No. Can a 64-year-old? Yes, but with shoulder pain.
That is at Venue 17 in Prairie Theatre Exchange, and next show times for that are Tuesday evening at 5:30 or Wednesday evening at 7:15.
Well, there you go. Everything from varicose veins to puppets being eviscerated. You're never going to find it anywhere else but at the Winnipeg Fringe. Thanks so much, Joff. Always a blast. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Same place, same bat time.
I'll be bat back.
Okay. Stick around because I have an Indian headdress, an incredible story, and a Fringe play, all wrapped in one, coming right up after this.
Okay, Jeff, now I want you to give me something strong, some strong gray owl. Okay.
When the young warrior became chief, the pale faces challenged the Blackfoot leader and his people on that mountain meadow where the giant jack pine stood. They were better armed than the Blackfoot and had greater numbers. The Indians, realizing defeat, rallied around the sacred tree. Suddenly, they felt the presence of the bear. It gave them strength, and the tide of the battle turned.
Okay, good. Now, Anahario is right there beside you, and you want to really convince her that this story is really important to her life. So go for it.
And beside him lumbered a gigantic grizzly bear.
Ooh, that grizzly bear, that line, that's what hit it. That was perfect. That was awesome, Jeff. We're gonna have a great show this Fringe because I mean you've worked so hard, and you and Felicia have worked so hard. We're just gonna have an amazing time.
Cut. That was just an example of how rehearsal goes for the show Anahario.
Yeah.
This is the director, Dean Harder, and we have Grey Owl himself, Jeff Wall. And I guess the whole story evolves around Grey Owl and another person who isn't here.
Well, Anahario is the main character, and we wanted to bring you out this headdress, which was created by Eugene Blackbird for this show specifically. And we have some old black and white footage of the show, which we put in there as well, mixing with the actors. 2 actors performing for 75 minutes on stage on the life of Anahario, who helped save the beaver from extinction. Yes.
This is a serious show, though, right, Jeff?
There is some comedy to it. There's some little tidbits that the writers put in. There's a lot of subtext. There's a lot of like a spider and a squirrel, and they represent things in the play, but I'm not going to give it away right away. So, but Grey Owl was a trapper that he met Anahario, and she was not like any other women that he's ever met before. And
I'm sure you've used that line on a lot of other women, too.
The premise behind the play, which is a good selling point, is behind every powerful man is a powerful woman.
Oh, very good. Very wise, Grey Owl. Yes. Take that and remember that. You've been taught well. Who came up with this whole concept, Dean?
Well, Ann Nesbitt was the writer, and she took it from a book that Anahario actually wrote. So it's an adapted play, and of course with the play you always are adapting and moving forward with the characters and creating that real the real characters out of, well, they are real people, so how do we give them the best light we can? And we have, and I really recommend people come to the show. We had a lot of people on our first show. I know this is going to be one of the best shows of the Fringe. I'm quite excited about it. I mean, there's multimedia involved with it. There's you know, some great actors. Why wouldn't you come?
Well, Dean can't say enough about this play. Obviously, you should come and see Anahario. Where is it playing? What venue?
It's going to be the Playhouse Studio, venue number 3. We're going to be here till the end of the Fringe. You guys have to see the show earlier because it could sell out.
Well, there you go. And anyways, at least to see Jeff with the Indian headdress on it. Awesome. There you go. Anahario, that's a wrap for our Fringe Fest 2007. For Backstage, I'm Tracy Koga.
Where are the other guys, though? There's 4 of us in the show.
I don't know where they are. There's 50% more to the show than what you're seeing right here.
Yeah, well, it's...
Not all the shows at the Winnipeg Fringe Festival are plays. Take this one called Lactose Intolerant. It features 4 homegrown comics doing a mix of stand-up, sketch comedy, and improv. The guys have been serving up a lot of laughs during the first week of the Fringe and promise more of the same this week. You can see the show at the King's Head Pub.
I know, yeah.
All right, tonight...
I'm reading about 3 guys, 1 girl, and a 2-drink minimum. This morning we have 2 guys, 1 girl, and a 2-drink minimum. Hi guys. How's it going? Nice to have you. Let's get this straight. Dan, Jason, and Tara. Okay. Nice to have you here. Missing 1, but you know, performing last night. I mean, that's showbiz.
People can't remember those numbers anyway.
No, 3 guys, 1 girl, 2-drink minimum. It took me all night, but I finally get it. Tell us a bit about what is the premise of the show? What people can expect from us?
Well, to do stand-up comedy, we take a turn at the mic, go for about 15 to 10, 15 minutes, and then pass it off. No real host, just kind of go with the flow and see what happens.
So it's basically set up as you would see it in a comedy club with 4 comics up there.
Yep.
Now, how did this all come about? How did the show come about?
We were in a comedy writing class at Red River College last year, and I guess at the end of that class, we had to perform for each other, just a 3-minute little bit, and 3 of us got good response, and so we wanted to, you know, continue with it. So we've been doing a little bit of stand-up comedy in the city, but we're relatively new, and we had an opportunity to do this show, so we decided to take it.
Fantastic. Now, if you folks at home, you think 15 minutes of comedy, well, that's not long. That could be a very long time, can it not? Comedy is not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
What's the writing process for you? Like, where do you draw from with your material?
Well, I grew up in Flin Flon, Manitoba.
Say no more. No, Sarah.
It's a gold mine.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. It's terrible. So I write from a lot of experience, family, goofy stuff. I try to make it relatable.
Sure.
Because it's Manitoba, and there's a lot of people that are from rural places that moved here. So.
Well, that's a key, I think. Anyways, my opinion of comedy is that after a while they're not laughing at you, they're laughing at themselves because they can relate to it all.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. How about yourself?
It's the same thing, you know, mostly just personal experiences, and you know, you have buddies at the show, and then after the show, they'll be like, that happened last weekend, and you're like, yeah. So you kind of draw from experiences, hanging out with your buddies, and you can get a lot from them, actually.
No kidding. No, do they ever get a little picked off with you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, well,
you gotta live with that.
Challenge of the job.
No big deal. No big deal.
Challenge of the job. And same with you.
I'm a little different, actually. I'm kind of more of a character that you'll love or hate.
Well, I hope they love it. Wow. Now, as comedy is something you've have you been those kind of people, like in school, you know, the goofball, the class clown, your buddies would always say, oh, you should be on stage, you should be doing that. Did you get sparked that way?
I kind of did. I never really thought I was going to be on stage. I always loved stand-up comedy and watched a lot when I was younger, and I kind of thought it'd be interesting to try, and then when I did it, it was kind of a rush, and, you know, you just kind of keep pushing yourself past your boundaries and see what can happen.
Well, I think that's fantastic, and there's plenty of room in the comedy scene, and you have no idea where this might lead. But where can people see this? When's it all happening?
We're at the Red River College downtown campus venue, and we have 3 shows left. 9:30 is tonight, and 10:45 tomorrow, and our last show is Friday, and it's at 30.
All right.
Oh, 9:45.
Just make sure you're there.
But yeah, it's a neat venue.
If the folks out there watching right this second want to find out about tickets, right at the door?
Yeah, right at the door.
Right at the door.
It's only $6. One of the cheaper Fringe shows to see, I'm afraid. So.
4 comics, $6. You can't go wrong. The Winnipeggers love a deal. That's almost 2 for 1.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming down, and best of luck with the show.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. We are going to take a break, everybody, but fear not, we shall return. More fun face painting right out in the lobby there. We're having a lot of fun today, and a lot of fun things going on in the city. You know the Fringe is in full swing. This act is a definite must-see. Sit back and enjoy The Fugitives.
Keeping all our heads up as we move along. There's sweat stains from border guard stairs and cold chains. I really don't play the same game. Keeping all our heads up as we move along. And we load our piano on the Greyhound. The driver drives on until the dawn. We arrive on our toes in the next town. We open the curtain for the next round. We're not here to say goodbye.
So maybe the road has made me a different kind of woman. Got more wolf cheek from watching the dark rain sheep to peak carnival tents and one night stands were legitimate for the it was their principle of climbing Mount Everest. My climbing Mount Everest is not always worth it. The accidental shoulder dip to the sex pop on lick towns over belt lines shrugs after a while. Everyone gets tired of the men and women doing climbing ball and then the rest start.
And we load our piano on the Greyhound. The driver drives on until the dawn. We arrive on our toes in the next town. We open the curtain for the next round. We're not here to say goodbye. And it's raining and the smoke is just down choking. And weather never says just kidding. And keeping all our heads up as we move along. And this is hello from heaven on a tightrope. And tripping on all the right notes. And keeping all our heads up as we move along. As we move along. As we move along. As we move along, as we move along.
Sure you scabs on the back from sleeping on tracks, cut out of home and native lands that leave you. 16 cities in as many days, kissing mics to piano grands. Build a lifelong conversation in a train station. Under screaming rails breaking to the sound of a steam engine. Homeward bound is never one direction, but if you're looking out the window, things always go your way.
As we move along, and we load our piano on the Greyhound. The driver drives on until the dawn. We arrive on our toes in the next town. We open the curtain for the next round. We're not here.
Excellent. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. The Fugitives, of course. Mark?
Mark, yeah.
Nice to have you.
Thank
Can you introduce the rest of the band? Who do we got?
We have Stephen Charles on the banjo, we have Barbara Adler, and we have Brendan McLeod, and I'm Mark Berube.
Nice to have you guys here. I was reading your bio, and it's very impressive. In the past couple of years, what, Europe 4 times?
Yeah.
Canada twice, coast to coast, and winners of countless poetry slams, you name it, they've done it. Albums to your credit, and unbelievable. Now you're here.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the show. What can people expect?
Well, it's called the New Art of Poetry Clubbing, and it's more or less what you saw right here. It's, you know, folk music mixed with spoken word, and it's lots of storytelling as well on the songs, and we do some solo pieces as well. So.
And what time do you hit the stage, and where can they find you?
Well, tonight we're on at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at the Cinematheque, Venue 10 in the Art Space Building.
Now, how long have you guys been together?
It's been about 3 years now.
3 years.
Yeah.
Neat stuff. And you, of course, you're from the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, I'm glad you brought the weather with you. It's very nice to have you here.
Our pleasure.
And as far as the albums go, was it 2 that came out this year?
Yeah. Well, we had a music poetry album called In Streetlight Communion, and then we also received a grant from the Canada Council for a spoken word play that we did. It's mainly something that we did for high school kids, but it works with all demographics. So.
And how does it work for you people as far as writing? All collaborate?
Yeah, all the pieces of collaboration, and we kind of mishmash. Takes us a while, obviously, because you got 4 heads that got to agree.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding. Well, listen, good luck with the festival. Once again, where can they find you?
At the Cinematheque tonight at 8 o'clock.
Great. Thanks for popping down. Absolute pleasure having you on the show. Take a well-deserved break. Right now, we're going to find out what's going on in the world of news with Mr. Brian Yasui.
If you'd like to check out the Winnipeg Fringe Festival, but you don't like plays, there are some great options for you. Not all of the shows at the Fringe are plays.
Where are the other guys, though? There's 4 of us in the show.
I don't know where they are. There's 50% more to the show than what you're seeing right here.
Yeah. Well,
take this one called Lactose Intolerance. It features 4 homegrown comics doing a mix of stand-up, sketch comedy, and improv. The guys have been serving up a lot of laughs during the first week of the Fringe and promise more of the same this week. You can see the show at the King's Head Pub. Lindsay Lowe.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. You know, we've been bringing you little snippets of some of the Fringe Festival performances for a while now, and it's going right till Sunday, and today is no exception. We have another great show. I hear tell it sold out last night, but right now you're lucky enough to see a snippet of Lucrezia Borgia.
Mr. Bembo,
My lady,
do you fence?
I dabble.
Good, defend yourself.
My lady, may I ask why...
Raise your weapon, sir.
Raise my what? Oh, dear God.
Well, that was unsatisfying. It's a shame I don't have my brother's aptitude for boar hunting. I would so love to kill something right now. I assume the servants have brought you up to speed?
Yes, it was truly bad form on the Marques's part. Abominable.
Even here, even now. Tell me, Messer, what foul things are whispered about me when my back is turned? What do the urchins and the tavern rats have to say about their new Borgia Duchess?
It's not as bad as you think. Truth be told, the citizens of Ferrara are warming up to you. You put a warm human face on the cold Este dynasty.
That's a clever turn of phrase.
I am a poet.
Indeed, you certainly fight like one. I've been taught to be proud of my name, Borgia. It's noble, robust, a wellspring of power. An insult to the Borgia name will not go unanswered.
I sincerely hope your ladyship is not planning a retaliation.
And why not, Messer Bembo? Is vengeance offensive to your aesthetic sensibilities?
Yes, to be honest, you are a proud and passionate woman, and the fire and flame of your ardor are renowned. And I know the prospect of letting this insult go unanswered is unthinkable. But you must be the one to walk away. It will escalate wildly otherwise.
Leave me, I need to think.
Yes, my lady. Please consider what I've said. If it helps to look at it pragmatically, short of murder, how else do you exact your revenge?
There we go. You can come back, Simon. Well done. Well done. Nice to have you. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
And you were saying off camera that you guys sold out last night.
Yes, we did. We had a really great show.
That is fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about the show itself?
Well, Lucrezia Borgia is a new musical written by Joseph Aragon. And so everything is brand new. It's a new by a Winnipeg local. And it's kind of a dark drama with little pieces of comedy in it. So it's really nice and well balanced. The music's unbelievable, though.
Nice stuff. And the choreograph, this fight scene, that must be incredibly difficult. Like, hours must have gone into that.
Yeah, pretty much. This is one of, I think, 2 or 3 fight scenes in it.
Right.
There's a 5-on-1 fight in it as well, which is
gosh.
quite interesting to see, yeah.
Now, as far as the venue goes, where can people find you?
At the Gas Station Theatre on River and Osborne.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great venue, and we're on at 7 o'clock pretty much every night.
Great. The show goes, well, the festival goes right till Sunday, so you still have plenty of time. But get there early, obviously, because you sold out. And a little bit about your background.
Well, I myself am from Winnipeg. I studied in Edmonton and actually Glasgow, Scotland. I have a master's in musical theater performance.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Pretty impressive. Andrea, how about yourself?
I go to UW. I'm a theater student there, so I'll be back next year. Yeah. I do
Excellent.
fringe stuff, so.
My daughter goes there too.
Cool.
Yeah, we're just catching up. Anyways, great show. Check it out. Super venue. And as far as getting this together, how long before you guys hit the stage did you prep for this show?
3 months?
Yeah, at least 3 months. 3 months?
Yeah.
See, a lot of work goes into these shows, folks, so you're going to do yourself a favor and the performers to get out there and appreciate the great work they do. Thank you so much for popping by this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Makes me want to pick up a sword. Take it on. Maybe you can show me a few moves. Huh?
Okay.
I can take it to my next management meeting.
There you go.
Yeah, excellent. We're going to take a look at the weather right now and see what's going on with the atmosphere and stratosphere.
City TV.
Coming up, Fringe fanatics, why some travel from miles and miles away to take in some Winnipeg theater. Details straight ahead. Downtown Winnipeg is flooded with fringers taking in the 12-day theater extravaganza. But it's not just Winnipeggers attending shows. Some actually travel great lengths to get their yearly dose of drama and comedy. Global's Connie Tomoto reports.
So that should be really interesting.
When it comes to the art of fringing, this couple takes the role seriously.
We usually average something around 50, and that's 50, and that's actually not that hard to do if you pace yourself.
Frequent fringers for almost 13 years, this couple makes the trek from Ottawa to Winnipeg each and every summer. Their reason? To catch some of the best cutting-edge theater the country has to offer.
We see better theater here, guaranteed, than we can see all the rest of the year in Ottawa or even in Stratford or Niagara-on-the-Lake.
This is the center of Canadian theater, because this is where it's really happening. There's tons of really good stuff, 130 plus shows here, and the audience is huge. There's 69,000 people.
Armed with their programs, the couple makes a point to catch as many shows as possible during the festival's 12-day run.
Now, you saw Jesus in Montana?
I did, and it was really good.
Okay, so I should wind up seeing that.
Even if it means going it on their own to a show or two.
Enjoyed the show. Thank you.
Being unofficial professional fringers, the Popples have a couple of tips for first-time festival goers.
Go early to get tickets, or call up MTC the day before and get advance tickets.
And one show they highly recommend seeing.
We saw Beowulf, and that's the play that was worth coming 2,000 kilometers for.
Connie Tomoto, Global News.
Oh, we missed the applause. They were just applauding for us, Joff.
Must have been for us.
Must have been.
Or maybe Sister Dorothy.
Okay, all right. It's Sister Dorothy. Once again, we're at Old Market Square. It's all about the Fringe. Joff Schmidt, CBC Radio. Seeing all the plays. Now you're kind of seeing some of your revisiting some plays, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right, because we had a team of reviewers out, so I didn't get to see all 136 shows myself. I might not make it into all 136, but I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah. Every year you get more and more. Yeah, one of these days it'll be 136 plays, all done by Joff.
And then I'll collapse.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
So today, it's about the kids?
Yeah, I mean, there's some kids out here braving the heat already, so I think, you know, it's time to pay tribute to the kids. And there's lots of great kids stuff, as usual, at the Fringe. They've really been working hard in the last few years, I think, to make the Fringe more accessible for families and for kids. And there are some wonderful kids shows out here. So we're going to talk about two for the kids, and one that's kind of a kids show for the grown-ups.
I know, you always throw in a ringer somewhere. Okay, so let's get on with it.
Okay. First pick, I think, would have to be African Folk Tales with Eric Duvall. Eric Duvall is absolutely incredible. He's a Fringe favorite. He's been coming back for years. He's a South African storyteller, and if you've never seen him before, you really have to go see him, whether you're a kid or a grown-up. This is his show for kids. He's got 2 shows at the Fringe this year, but this is the one specifically for kids. It's nice, it's crisp, it's short. It runs just about half an hour, so it's great for the kids who maybe have the shorter attention span. The adults, though, will find a lot to enjoy, too, because Eric Duvall is really, I mean, I can't say enough good things about the way he tells the story. It's absolutely mesmerizing. You just find yourself lost in it. He's so musical to listen to that it's absolutely engaging no matter how old you are. So if you're looking for something with the kids, you must go see Eric Duvall, African Folktales with Eric Duvall. His next shows are Thursday at 4:15. You can also see him then Friday at 7:45 if you want to go in the evening.
Great, and it's a great time for the kids too, 7:45, nice and short. All right, so what is your next pick?
Well, here's a great kids show that is local, some local kids content. Saying Goodbye to the Good Wing is an absolutely magical show. It's wonderful. This is by Stephanie Wiens, who won the Harry Rintoul Award for playwriting last year, and I can see her out of the corner of my eye right now. What are the odds of that?
What about that?
Here's playwright Stephanie Wiens right on site.
So now, Stephanie, now you can tell the folks all about your play. What is it about?
Well, Saying Goodbye to the Goodwing is the story of two little fairies whose pet dies, and one of them's a little too young to understand that death is permanent, so she and her sister have a fight about it. She goes off and ends up having this magical adventure in the forest. There's all kinds, you know, people hear death, they think, ooh, but it's actually a comedy. There's a lot of neat stuff in it, and you know, the kids are really getting into it. Kids as young as 3 riveted, kids as old as 12 saying, well, I'm really too old for it, but I loved it. So it's something the whole family can see, and adults are enjoying. Jim Henson is my hero, so I believe in writing things that adults will enjoy as well as kids, and I hope I've achieved that with this.
Oh, fantastic, Stephanie. All right, critic, what do you rate this play at?
Well, our reviewer gave it a 5-bar rating. Absolutely loved it. She is a grown-up, our reviewer, but said, you know, it's not just fun for the kids. The grown-ups will find lots to enjoy here. And I think it may also be the only show at the Fringe that features a woman who's 7 months pregnant.
Oh, not Stephanie, though.
No. She's playing a wood nymph, and I say, who says what shape wood nymphs are naturally? They may just be naturally protuberant.
Yes, very good. So how creative. And then when can we see Goodwing?
Your next chances to see Saying Goodbye to the Goodwing are Wednesday at 7:45. That's an evening show, or if you want to go in the afternoon, you can see it Thursday at 2:15.
Oh, great. And to wrap things up, what do you have?
Well, this is the one I was saying before, is a little bit more a fairy tale for the grown-ups. It's called The Universal Wolf. Now, this is a retelling of the story of Little Red Riding Hood, but with a very kind of grown-up bent. Now, I will say the show won't be for everybody. The performances are absolutely huge, so if you're looking for that subtle, quiet, gentle little show, this ain't it. These actors, there are 3 actors here who have just wonderful comic timing and play their performances really far larger than life. So in a lot of ways it's performed as a fairy tale, so in some senses you could take a kid to it. There's a couple of naughty words, so you wouldn't want to take the really little ones to it. I think maybe older kids, like in the sort of tween years, would really appreciate it because it's kind of subversive in the way that it kind of turns the Little Red Riding Hood story on its head and does stuff that's really different with it. There is a bit of violence to it too, but it's mostly off stage. So again, another reason not to take the really little kids, but a reason why adults and older kids would really, I think, enjoy it. So I recommend The Universal Wolf.
Okay, and showtimes are?
Next time to see that, you can see it Wednesday, a late night show at 11 o'clock, and then no show again until the weekend, but you can see it Saturday afternoon at 2.
Oh, perfect. So there you go, your Fringe wrap-up here with Joff. And if you want to see all the reviews, you can go to your website, which is?
It's cbc.ca/Manitoba, and you click on the Fringe button. They're all there.
Hey, and you can even see us on their website, too. Just follow the links for Shaw TV. That's a wrap for the Fringe. Don't go away. There's still more to come on Backstage.
I was lying in bed months ago, and I was thinking about names. And I began to think how unfair it was that my parents got to make up names for me, but I didn't get to make up any names for them.
Be prepared for the unexpected and maybe something a little out of the extraordinary with Matthew Bellwood, again from London, England, and he may look familiar because you are half of the Awkwards.
I'm half of the Awkwards, absolutely.
Very busy guy during the Fringe, like how many shows?
Just 2, just so doing Love, Love, Love with the Awkwards and also Be Prepared, both at Ragpicker, so I don't have too far to walk between them, so that's good.
Very, very good, but between the 2 shows, how many performances?
23. So, yeah, it's quite busy 2 weeks. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, a one-man show and a lot of talking.
Yeah.
A little bit the concept behind Be Prepared.
I suppose it's just little stories about my life and things that have happened to me over the last couple of years. Sometimes they're slightly surreal. I think life is quite surreal, to be honest. And there's stories about sort of conversations I've had with taxi drivers, getting chatted up by random men that I might not necessarily want to get chatted up by, just about talking about my parents a little bit, who are both interesting people.
They got to call me Matthew James when they could have picked anything. Oberon, for example. Well, I was stuck with calling them Mum and Dad. And I decided that what I would do was make up some new names for my parents. I decided that my mother would be called the Tanzania Boat Lady, and that my dad would be called Mr. Tangerine Man. And I went and sat on my parents' bed the other month and explained this to them.
So was Mom a little mad, the Tanzania boat woman?
She loves it. She loves it. Yeah, the Tanzania Boat Lady is a name that I've created for my mother, and she does genuinely really like it. I've got a little picture that I will show in my show. I'm so sorry, knocking your microphone. Which is actually the boats, and she's actually drawn them all out for me. A little fleet of boats that she has. So I've got that with me. I brought that with me to Canada as a little souvenir of my mother. So,
well, it was interesting. In part of your scene that you did for us, there was a part that really hit home for me. Wouldn't it be nice to be something new every day, or have that freedom? And I really think that possibly maybe the Fringe and all this kind of wild imagination and a lot of artistry, and there's a lot of big, huge vibes coming here. That probably helps.
Yeah, I think it really does, and I think theatre and acting is just a really amazing way of trying out sort of new personas. It's a way of letting yourself be, you know, anybody that you want to be, you know, and all the little things that are hidden away inside you can come out, and you can just, you know, just really explore who you are. It's a really amazing thing to do. So I hope, you know, the shows that we're doing this year will inspire other people to do their own work and bring it to the Fringe. So yeah, I think it's really true.
How different is it here in Winnipeg than from London, where you're from?
It's pretty different. I mean, it's great. It's so nice to be back here. We came last year, and it's just such a friendly place. And I think, I mean, London's brilliant. There's so much going on, but there's such an attitude that people have in London. You know, because everyone's very jaded. Everyone's seen everything before, and it's so nice to come to Winnipeg when people are so welcoming and they want to hear what you have to say. You don't feel a sense of competition maybe that you have in London to just, you know, you don't have to push yourself forward because people are willing to listen, and that's really, really lovely.
Well, we're so happy to have you back.
Oh, thank you very much.
Matthew Bellwood, be prepared at Venue 13 Ragpickers. Our continuous coverage of the Fringe 2007 continues.